Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video. We have cars and coffee today, so I'm taking the Nissan Cube and Julian's taking the Fiat Abarth, and we're heading off for a cruise, and then we stop in for pizza and coffee after. Today I moved out the Baobab trees from the plant room into the greenhouse here and watered them for the first time since fall. So I'll show you the trees. Here are my 3 Baobab trees grown from seed. So I have a big one, a medium one, and a small one. So I brought these into the plant room in fall. I don't like to let these trees go below, I try and keep them at 15 degrees Celsius as a minimum. They can go down to, I've heard, about 12 degrees Celsius. But if they go below that, you risk killing the trees. So I brought them into the plant room and then I stopped watering them. So when I brought them in, they were in full leaf. And then you stop watering them for the winter, and slowly over the next month the leaves go crispy brown and they fall off, and the tree sits dormant for the entire winter. Then in spring, you'll notice at the tips here that they're turning green. You'll notice growth start on the tips, and you know that's time. The trees are waking up. It's time to water them once again and get them back into the sunlight. So in the glass greenhouse here, I can put the heat on at night. We're still getting fairly cool temperatures at night. We get down to about 12 degrees Celsius this week, kind of consistently as a nighttime low, which is kind of borderline for these trees. So I turn the heat on in the greenhouse at night to keep them warm. I've got the heater over here that blows hot air right on the Baobab trees. So they should be fine in the glass greenhouse here. So I watered them for the first time since last fall. Now in the plant room it's quite humid, so they're not bone dry over the winter. I mean, they're pretty dry, but you know, there is some humidity in the air. And yeah, so I've watered them for the first time today. I gave them a good thorough watering, and we'll see what happens. You can see on the trunk here that I'm getting branches down low, and I've got some major branches up here and lots of branches up here. So my goal for these trees is to grow them very thick, and then eventually they'll get really big, and I will do the chop, the first trunk chop, somewhere about here, keeping all these lower branches on the tree. And you've got to keep your cuts bone dry. Seal them with some powder, powder of sulfur or turmeric or cinnamon powder, something, kind of an anti-fungal thing, and it dries up the cut. And then it heals, it skins over just like any succulent tree. So that's going to come eventually, and I don't know when. I don't mind them growing big, but there will come a time where they get too big for this greenhouse. They do grow a lot each year. So that's the update on the Baobab trees. 3 trees grown from seed, and they're all doing well. The Nissan Cube is all cleaned up. I spent yesterday afternoon cleaning it all up, both the outside and the interior, so it's looking nice and clean in here. Vacuumed, everything. Yeah, so that is it. So we'll be leaving for cars and coffee in about half an hour. So let's hit the road. Here is a look at the cars at Cars and Coffee. So there's my son's Fiat Abarth. Looking really clean. I'll show you the interior here. He cleaned it up real nice. Yeah, it's looking good. So there is another Fiat Abarth over here. This one is a convertible. So you can see the top, how it comes down, carbon fiber spoiler. Open roof, nice on a day like today. And this one has some really cool brakes on it. They're like giant brakes. Yeah, that is really cool. Yeah, it's in nice shape, this car. And here is a cafe racer. Really cool, carbureted, old school. Helmet matches the bike. That's awesome. Here is the Castrol Celica GT4. So here's a look at the engine. Turbocharged. Liquid to air intercooler here. Cross brace for stiffening. Cold air to intake. Yeah, real cool. 4-wheel drive. Really cool car. Big wing at the back here. Yeah, really cool car. So the steering wheel's on the right hand side. It's an imported car from Japan. And we've got a Ford Focus ST. It's got hood vents put in. Cool it down. Cool wheels. It's looking good. And we got a Mazda RX-7, turbocharged, intercooled, little tiny engine in there. Looking really good. Lowered down with aftermarket rims. Big wing at the back. It's looking good. And we got a slammed Honda Civic here, the manual transmission. Very cool. An Acura TL. Very nice car.
You guys all good to go?
And then we've got a Mini Clubman here. Really cool vehicle. Kind of like the Cube, practical. And my Cube here. So we're gonna head out for the cruise now. And we're heading out now, following the GT4. So I've got a Fiat Abarth in front of me, and behind me I have one also. As beautiful day for a cruise. I am back home now from Cars and Coffee. So it was quite an exciting day. We met up with another group from Toronto that was coming to the event, and they had all kinds of cool cars. A lot of Japanese cars, Toyota MR2s, Honda Preludes, Nissans, all kinds of cool stuff. I didn't get to video it because we were kind of busy socializing and eating. But I'm back home now, so I have to water all my trees. We had a sunny day today, which is just about done. So I'll water right until dark tonight.